The depends on your budget. Depends on your budget. Um, like I said, I'm really lucky that I have certain amps that are really expensive, and for me, like if I want to think about it as like a regular consumer who may not be able to have the amplifiers that I have, I would say, yo, my man Daniel from Brazil, brother, how you doing, my man? Love you, buddy. I would say, a solid metal amplifier. If
he tagged on that won't cost an arm and a leg.
Okay, so if you're thinking about an amplifier that won't cost an arm and a leg, that's maybe, let's say, used,
Yeah.
we can say anything Peavey. Like, Joe, I love Randall. But anything Peavey would work. Their stuff is not that expensive, especially when you buy it used. And if you're using something like, even an Ibanez Tube Screamer, that's a fucking winning combo right there, man. You have literally a 6505 Plus, which is the same as the 5150 from Eddie Van Halen. You got a 6505 Plus. The option with that's cooler is the fact that you have different EQs for the different channels. You get a Peavey 6505 Plus, and you get a Tube Screamer, and you're fucking like death metal or black metal or any type of fucking extreme metal territory, and that stuff won't cost an arm and a leg. Like, you could probably get a Peavey 6505 Plus half stack for about $800 to $900. If you go on guitarcenter.com, they probably have a couple of Peavey cabinets, they're in probably like $300, and the heads are anywhere from, I've seen, $650 to $750. So you can get a good amp used, and then get a fucking Tube Screamer that'll cost you, I don't know. You can even get this right here, fucking Tube Screamer Mini, man. This shit fucking sounds great. And it won't break the fucking bank. Brand new, this motherfucker is like $89, and this was like the price years ago, before, years ago. And so, you get one of these, sounds fucking great, and there you go. You got a fucking Tube Screamer, which was a great boost. Nothing wrong with the Tube Screamer. It's the original. I mean, so many people copy this fucking thing. And whether they want to say it's this revolutionary new pedal or not, it's still a fucking Tube Screamer copy or inspired by the Tube Screamer. Tube Screamer sounds fucking great, especially when you couple it with a high gain amp already, like this Peavey 6505 Plus. You can have a really expensive sounding rig for about anywhere, depending on how the used market is, anywhere from $750 to $1,000, and you got a professional touring or studio or home, rig, whatever you want to use it for. You'll have everything you need in that one package.
Absolutely.
Or, like Joe said, Randall. I was a Randall endorsee for, I think, 7 or 8 years. I love Randall. I have so many Randall amplifiers. I've had so many Randall amplifiers till this, in my career as a musician. Those amps, you can get them for cheap, even cheaper than the Peaveys, like some of the solid state stuff. And again, you throw in a good boost, and there you go.
Right. Which I'll even tag on to there. If you just want something affordable, like you were saying, there's so many copies of even the Tube Screamer. Like, I've got a fucking Digitech Bad Monkey over there that I got for like $30. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, dude, the Bad Monkey's pretty cool, man. The Bad Monkey's pretty cool, especially as a boost, dude. That shit is cool, man.
For sure.
Especially if you use it as a boost, that shit can do some damage. Yo, my man Chris, bro, Chris Digital. The orange stuff, I can't say I've used too much of the Orange Crush Pro. I have used the Dark Terror, and I like the amp, but it's just orange amps for me. It's just not my sound. It's not my taste. I don't love them, but they are well made amps. They are great amps. It's just not my. What happened?
I was saying they're fucking heavy.
Bro, listen, you know what's fucking heavy? This shit right here. Hold on. That shit right there. The Randall Thread, that amp is heavy as fuck, dude. I mean, it's not gonna break my back, but if you want to look at it in terms of weight against other amplifiers, yeah, it's heavy. And one amplifier that is an absolute joy, YouTube right there, to carry is this Cali. Like this shit is fucking light as hell. The Fortin Cali, it's actually pretty light, which is one of the reasons why I love that amp, and obviously because it sounds fucking brutal and crushing and shit like that.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
Yo, Thomas, what's up, bro? Thomas Farrow, what's up, bro? Tom, real quick, Thomas, if you're just tuning in, this is part 2 of the Rigs of Death Metal, and I changed it, Ryan. The Rigs of Death Metal live stream. I unfortunately my camera battery ran out, and I think it's gonna run out again, which is okay because I have to go in a few minutes. I have one of my clients. Yeah, I got one of my clients downstairs, and you know, we gotta get ready to do some pre-pro on this album. But Thomas, if you're just tuning in, please watch the first half of this, which is about an hour long almost. So you missed some cool stuff. I don't know if you were in the other live stream, but if you're just joining us, thank you, and please go check out the other one. My man Joe, I think is the MVP for today with a bunch of questions. How do you feel about clone pedals and build?
By the way, whoever was asking about the Orange Crush.
Yeah, it's my man Chris Digital.
Okay. My friend John from Outer Heaven. He plays on one all the time. He fucking loves that thing. He's got a little collection going of killer 90s solid state death metal amps, like the old Ampeg stuff.
Oh, dude, listen, I had fucking a wall of amplifiers, and I had the Dimebag rigs. I still have my old Dimebag rig downstairs in my old studio that some other guys have now that are friends of mine. My full stack is there. The only thing is that I don't have the heads. I did sell the heads, but I do have the matching cabs. But I can get a fucking RG100 ES like that if I wanted to, and fucking, you know, old school 90s death metal type shit again.
Man, I can't ever find them.
Yo, bro, I know where they're at, man. I know where they're at. I got a couple of motherfuckers where I can say, listen, I'm Dreadful Goose. I play this, you know, will you sell me this amp? And they will, you know, I got some dude in New York who's got an Randall RG100 ES XP, but he wants a fucking $1,000 for it. Do I have the money for it? Yes. Is the amplifier worth $1,000? Hell no. For $1,000, I can get fucking a great modern high gain amplifier, you know? People think that these RG100 ES amplifiers were amazing right out of the box. And like, no, they needed a lot of help, you know? And I'm someone who owned about 4 of them. And I think that I documented or that I have photos of, I have 2, but I owned about 4 of them. Or had 4 of them in my possession at one time. So I will tell you, these amplifiers, those RG100 amps, they sound cool, but they need, for death metal shit, they need a lot of help. They need a tube screamer, they need a boost pedal, all that shit. You know, it's just like the Marshall JCM 800. Great amplifier, but it needs help, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dimebag ran 2 fucking different EQs with his RGs to get it to sound like he did.
Yeah.
And ran fucking crazy high output pickups on top of it. I mean, he had a setup. So
yeah.
and even like the Marshalls. I don't know if you follow Brent Ferguson.
No.
He plays guitar for Guar now.
Okay.
But he also had like a cool punk band called U.S. Bastards.
Okay.
He is a Marshall junkie. But
real quick, Thomas, I'll answer that question before I go. Go ahead.
He's got a YouTube channel now called Perga Sound, and he is an amp tech on the side. So he's always like taking stuff apart and working on shit, making and uploads videos of it. Some of the mods that he does to some of this old shit, it's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
And there's videos of him like ripping some Deicide and Marduk and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, Marduk's fucking great band. Great band.
Oh yeah. He knows how to coax super fucking heavy tones out of even like a vertical input 2203 kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Dude. So real quick, because I do, guys, I really appreciate everybody who's been on the fucking stream. And the last one, Ryan, thank you for doing this with me. Yeah, man, you got it, dude. And guys out there on YouTube, thank you for sticking around for part 2. Part 1 was awesome, obviously. So if you're just joining in for part 2, please go watch part 1. We had a bunch of laughs and a bunch of cool shit going on in part 1. Dímelo, Solomonic Demons. What's up, bro? Yeah, so watch part 1. Real quick, Thomas, I dropped off my Marshall JCM 800 today, my 2210. I did have an issue with it. I was able to isolate it. If anything, send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Or no, maybe not on YouTube because I can't share like a video. But if you have Instagram or Facebook, send me a message and I will show you exactly what happened to the JCM 800. I'm thinking about putting it in a video, but I had to drop off my Marshall JCM 800 today, luckily to a local amp tech, and he's going to take care of it. Long story short, V4 and V5 in the preamp tube sockets are fucked. So it doesn't matter if I have old tubes, new tubes, whatever tubes, they are microphonic, and I don't think it's the tubes. I think it's the tube slots. I don't even know if that's possible. But there's definitely something wrong with V4 and V5 in the tube slots of the amp. So, because, I did the whole thing where you tap on them. The new power tubes are great. The 3 preamp tubes that control the gain are fine. Excuse me. But the effects loop or whatever's in V4 and V5 of that amplifier, the 2210 Marshall, JCM 800, it's just got issues. So I decided, I at least narrowed down the problem, Thomas, but hold on. I at least narrowed down the problem, but I got to get it to a tech to fix it up. But guys, I do have to go because I have my client downstairs. Ryan, you're the man. We got to do this again.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You got it, brother. You got it, man. Guys out there on YouTube, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to play. I wanted to do some playing and shit, but next time. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow or some shit if you're free. Yeah, if you're free. I got a pretty stacked day tomorrow, but I got a bunch of clients and shit that I got to do, stuff that I got to get done. But I will try. If not, we will try again for next week. Thomas, thank you. Please go watch part 1. And Blacktooth Fox, my man out there in Englandia, thank you again for staying up and watching this shit. Oh yeah, Bodhi, Ramir, I see you. I see you. Daniel, my man. Obrigado. Thank you for fucking checking it out, brother. Hopefully I can fly down to Brazil soon, but fucking COVID is not making it easy. But let me go because this battery is going to die on my camera. And Yeah, it's gonna happen again. It's the fucking lights on, like. So, guys out there on YouTube, thank you. Please watch part 1 if you didn't watch it. And if you don't have time for it, it's all good. Good night, guys. Thank you so very much. Ryan, my man, we'll do it again. Thank you, brother. Be easy, man. Peace, guys. Later, bro. Easy, man. Peace, guys.